Today, in the series of Stay Home and Stay Safe, we are again going to start this class, The Portrait of Lady by Khushwant Singh for class 11. One thing that is most used in this lesson is autobiographical element. Auto means self, bios means life, and graphy is originated from the word grapheme. It means handwriting or hand sketch. Two things that have been pointed out through the lesson. One is imagery. Imagery means an image that comes to our mind after reading the lesson. Second thing is pictorial effect. A picturesque scene that comes in the form of picture before all of us, it is known as pictorial effect. So this lesson we can say it is a word picture that has been tried to be put up in the lesson by the writer Khushwant Singh. He is an Indian writer and he tells the story of his own grandmother when he was living with him, how much she played a very vital role in the upgradation of the personality of the writer, how much she supported him in developing his own personality, everything that has been tried to put up by the writer. Actually, the writer was living with his parents, and after some time the parents took a decision and they went to the city and they left the writer with the grandmother in the village life. So we can see that there are three phases total narrated in the story, and these three phases are related to writer's life. One is the phase of the village when he was living with his grandmother in the village. She used to cook chapatis, cook with the writer in the evening time, and in the morning while bathing and dressing him up for the school, she used to sing a song, but that song was not liked by the writer. It was monotonous song because it was a religious song, and the child naturally talkative and frivolous in nature, he never tried to understand what the meaning of the song was. In the school that was situated near a temple, so grandmother took the chapatis in a bundle, and after that she left the writer in the school where all other village boys were also accompanied him, and he used to sing in a chorus. He used to recite his lesson in the school. During this whole time that was passed in the temple by the grandmother, she used to worship there, she used to recite prayer there, and after that both grandmother and grandson used to return from the school to the home. On the way, so many street dogs were also assembled and followed them, and it was the habit of his grandmother to throw the stale chapatis before the dogs. And in this way, she tried to create a positive and religious personality in the writer. Second phase is that when the writer was called by his parents in the city, both grandmother and grandson went to live with their parents. He was admitted to an English school and he used to go through bus. He was not accompanied by his grandmother. This time was adopted by the grandmother for feeding sparrows. She also passed most his time in the side of a spinning wheel, and remaining time was for reciting prayers and telling the beads of rosary. This was a turning point. When the writer was taught so many English words, he was also taught the principle of Archimedes, and when he told his grandmother that he was also taught many music lessons, this was not liked by the grandmother, because in her opinion it was related to lewd association. It was the work of harlots and beggars. Third phase, when the writer was grown up, he was admitted to university for education. During this time, he was being developed as a modernistic personality, and during this time, the grandmother passed most of her lifetime in the spinning wheel and reciting prayers and telling the beads of rosary, and remaining time was also passed in the noon time for feeding sparrows. When the sparrows came to her, they were thousands in numbers, and the grandmother used to feed them. They used to sit upon the shoulders of the grandmother on her laps, and this way they showed their love and affection to the grandmother. Third phase, after getting the university education, the writer was sent 5 years study to abroad. During this time, while getting farewell from his grandmother, he thought she would become emotional, but being a religious lady, she was not a sentimental lady. She kissed his forehead, and in this way he went to foreign. After 5 years, when he came back again at home, he found that there was a very great distance between the writer and his grandmother. At last, we see the grandmother, one day she did not pray and she did not recite her rosary on that day. She took the dilapidated drums and called all the women of the neighborhood, and she used to thump it again and again and sang so many songs. After that, she fell ill. She had mild fever. The doctor was called, and this was the last moment. She knew very well that she would not live for a long time after that time. When she was dying, at last they came to know this was the end of her life. That's why she laid off her bed on the earth, and last customary rituals that were adopted with her, she was covered with a red shroud. On that day, so many thousands of sparrows also came, and for them, the mother of the writer threw so many crumbs of the bread, but the birds were silent. There was not any chirping sound. They were also paying full tribute to the grandmother after her death. She died, and in this way, the birds did not touch even the single crumb of the bed and flew away from the courtyard. This is the end of the story. In this way, we can see there are three phases, and so many questions also can be formed about these three phases. All these three phases have to be studied deeply in the lesson. Thank you.